Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Real Life Excel. It's been a minute, been busy with a lot of training and getting over sickness and just life in general. So yeah, wanted to go through conditional formatting one last time. Just wanted to go through this last section. So when we go into conditional formatting in the Home tab, we can see these three options, and I wanted to go through them pretty quickly. Yeah, so let's get to it. So I created a random set of numbers right here. And what we can do with Excel is create a conditional format for data bars. So if I go to the conditional formatting section, click on that, then go to data bars, we can see we have a bunch of options for different types of data bars and different colors. So here we have a gradient fill. So it will fill up depending on the number. And here we have where the bottom section of the cell, so let me click on that actually. So gradient, so where this bottom, or I guess the most left-hand side of the cell is darker than the right-hand side. You can see depending on the number, so for example 89, most of the cell is filled out with this gradient fill bar. But in comparison with 27, it's less filled. About a quarter of it is filled out. So pretty nifty if you want to visualize the data in an easier way. So for example, with numbers, the smaller the number, the less the bar is filled. Larger the number, the more bar is filled. We can go through a couple more examphere. So here we have a yellow one, pink, purple one. We also have a solid fill one. As you can see, it's only the same color. Instead of it being darker on the left-hand side, it's the same all across the board between the cell. So pretty nifty. You can do other rules as well, but I'm not going to get into that. Let's go down to color scales. So pretty similar to data bars where we have a bunch of options that Excel recommends for us. Usually what I do is the green, yellow, red color scale. So again, it's signaling that if a higher number is present, it will be green, while a lower number will be red. So you can get a good scale to see, okay, these numbers are green, henceforth they are higher. So pretty nifty if you want to visualize it. You can also do the opposite. So let me select those numbers again. You can do a red, yellow, green color scale, so it'll be flipped. So let's just say actually higher numbers are bad, lower numbers are better, and Excel just recommends a bunch of different colors. Here we go. Just going through all the previews, pretty nifty if you want to get a look at what you want. And again, there's more rules. You can change the rules into different colors, different formats, so pretty nifty if you want to go through that in Excel. I'll just leave it at the green, yellow, red. Lastly, icon sets. So this one I'm not super involved with. Usually it's just the color scales and these other highlight cell rules, but icon sets are also pretty nifty if you want to have different types of visual data. So again, we can have some directional arrows, green showing as a higher number, red being a lower number, yellow being a medium. You can see that right here with 100 being the highest, green up arrow, and then 34 being a lower number, a red down arrow. Let me select those again. Icon sets. We can also do it with shapes as well. And there's different kinds of shapes and colors with them. Looks like a stoplight right here. Some indicators, some flags, some checks, exclamation points or X's. So basically if you have a large data set of, let's just say, customer data or employee data, and you're looking at phone calls, this is also mentioned in a previous video that I've done, but if you're looking at performance of certain colleagues or employees, or let's just say payment schedules and they're behind, you can use these symbols to alert you or to signify, hey, either this person's on time, they're paying on time, we can give them a green check mark, or if they're late in payments or if they're slacking off in their work, you can give them a little red X. So pretty nifty. You also have these other data bars, ratings, circles, so pretty nifty if you want to have different types of visualizations in your data set. So pretty nifty. That should conclude the conditional formatting section. I know it was 3 sections, but since there's 3 different big sections within conditional formatting, it's a pretty common tool within Excel. I mean, it's in the Home tab, like right smack dab in the middle, and it's pretty helpful to visualize your data. So yeah, hope this helps, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Peace, guys.